Hello and welcome, my name is Felix, and in this screencast I'm going to walk you through some of the features and user interface details of PostTask.com. Well, let's say you start a new day and you want to accomplish a bunch of things. The first thing you do is you create a task list. In PostTask.com, this is simply a matter of moving your cursor into the input field for add task and start to write down what you want to accomplish. For example, walk the dog. Then you take a brief moment, think of how much time is it going to take, or how much time do I want to spend on it, and you write down whatever value you come up with. So walking the dog might take 30 minutes. You hit enter and the new task appears in your task list below. You continue doing that with all the tasks that you have planned for the current day. Let me do that real quick. Alright, now you've compiled the task list, and two things you notice already is that for once, the PostTask.com application has calculated how much time you're gonna totally spend on your tasks today, in my case 6 hours and 30 minutes, and it also calculates by what time you could be done, simply by adding 6 hours and 30 minutes to the current system time. Well, now let's say you start working on the tasks. You go out and walk the dog. You come back in. The first thing you do is you click on this little white rectangle right here, and a little progress picker comes up, and you can select how much percentage of walking the dog you've completed, or you can move it up a little bit higher and you get the little done button. You click it, suddenly the task is marked as done. Well, let's say you do the same with your emails. You simply go to done and it's done. And then you start working on the implement search function. And you might get interrupted and you only complete 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is 50%. So you select 50% right here, and what you see is the task gets moved to the bottom. Why did that happen? Well, PostTask.com thinks it's always most important to have the tasks in mind that you haven't worked on so far, or that where you have made the least progress. So the tasks like that, where you have done nothing or less than with other tasks, will always appear on top of your list. So now let's say you want to move some things out of your way, because you might want to get done by 8 p.m. instead of 9:10, like it's indicated right here. You could, for example, record this TV show and watch it tomorrow. In order to reschedule this task for tomorrow, you simply use drag and drop by picking up the Watch TV task by clicking on it, and then you move it over to Friday, and you let go of it. PostTask.com will now reschedule this task for you for tomorrow. And now you can continue working down your task list, making different progress adjustments to whatever you're working on, and at the end of the day you will always have the list of tasks that are still incomplete, or you will have a list where everything is completed. In case the first is the case, where you have still items left, then PostTask.com will automatically reschedule them when you log in the next day. So don't worry, no task will ever be lost. You'll always make sure that things will get accomplished. And there's a bunch of other features. For example, if you want to schedule a task far in the future, you can take the task and move it to one of those little calendar icons up here. And then you can actually pick a date in the future where you want to schedule it. Let's say you want to call the client at the end of the month. You make this the 30th, and it works exactly like as you would have moved the task over to Friday. Now, there's a bunch of other things, but for now, this should give you a good overview for what you can accomplish with PostTask.com. We hope you like it, and we are very interested in receiving your feedback. Please use the Got Feedback button on the bottom down here to tell us what you like, what you dislike, and how we could improve things. Thanks a lot.